Hello, welcome back to my channel, Mobile Mysteries. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for sharing this video, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Today I just want to talk briefly about disconnecting yourself from the relationship once you've broken up. It's very important that once you've decided to end the relationship, that you cut off all ties, literally. That's family ties, that's social media, that's blocking phone numbers, that's blocking social media accounts. If you're really truly seriously about disconnecting with someone and you realize and know that this person is not a healthy person in your life, it's very important that you don't give anyone access to you that you disconnected from, for the fact that that's a part of the healing journey. You can't overcome something and when it's still involved in your life. Now, sometimes in situations you may have a child with an individual and it's not as easy to disconnect from them. However, it's very, very important take time to heal, that you allow yourself the opportunity for healing. And the reason why it's important to disconnect and not allow a person to have access to you, because especially when you're dealing with a narcissistic person, and that's the perspective that I come from, because I've been in a lot of different relationships, well, not a lot of different relationships, but I've been in relationships with narcissistic people. However, you have to disconnect. You have to stay disconnected, because the thing is, when you're dating a narcissist, as long as they have access to you in any way, shape, or form, they'll accept that. Even if you're continuously rejecting them, even if you're continuously letting them know, I'm done, I don't want to be involved with you, this situation is over between us, yada, yada, yada. However, if they still have access to talk to you and still have access to you telling them no, that's enough for them. That is enough for them. That is gratifying whatever's going on in their sadistic mind and unresolved emotions, that, okay, this person, I heard this person's voice. I know that no matter what, even though they're telling me no, that eventually they're going to give in if I just keep trying harder, or if I just keep talking to them, or if I just keep expressing my love to them. They feel that they still have access to you in some way, shape, or form. So better believe, when they get out of whatever they got going on, or whatever, whenever they realize that you was the person that they really want to be with, or you was the one that got away, they're going to come back. They're going to want access to you. Y'all excuse my eyelashes, because me and my eyelashes be going through some things, and that's okay, because this one over here, you see how it's lifting, it's waving. Me and my eyelashes can have a YouTube of our own, but I'm gonna let them live, and because they letting me live, and they still attached in a little bit in some areas. So anyway, however, but let me just get back to what I was saying. So I'm important to disconnect after the breakup and cutting off all ties, because as long as you allow someone to continue to have access to you, then and not draw any boundaries, let me tell you, they are going to keep prying and prying and prying until they get what they want. And it's, you know, it's a part of the journey. And a lot of times when you come across narcissistic people and you're involved in narcissistic relationships, to be honest, it's truly a time for spiritual growth when you are involved in these type of relationships, because these relationships teach you something, and most times you all have a soul tie connected to this person. And sometimes these people can actually be like your soul partners, your twin flames and all that, but you guys are crossing paths and ricocheting off each other, so it's like not time for you all to come together. However, just be advised that you don't got to deal with nobody bullshit. You don't have to maintain putting up with someone because you think that's your soulmate, or you think that you guys are supposed to be connected to each other, or even God tell you who this person is in your life. However, God's also giving you common sense. God also don't want you to sit here and go through things. So just because someone is your soulmate, close friend, whatever, if you're not being treated right in a relationship, or just being treated how you want to be treated, you don't have to stay connected to a person. Don't let a soul tie, soul connection, soul mate, soul nothing allow you to be mistreated and abused. Who cares? Even if you guys have kids, I was married to a narcissist and we have a child together. And let me tell you, I still, till this day, we've been divorced for 3 going on 4 years, still till this day have to deal with his narcissistic behavior. However, you have to draw boundaries and you have to stick to your guns. And no matter what, they're going to continue, because at the end of the day, they are connected to your soul. They are here to teach you soul lessons. And it's just a part of your journey. It's a part of building your strength. It's a part of your spirituality. And so you just have to just make sure that if your boundaries are being crossed, if you're not satisfied or happy with the things that you're receiving from this relationship, and even if being in this relationship is making you become a person that you are not, get the hell out of there. For what are you staying? Why? If you're not being treated right in any relationship, that's with your parents, your sisters, your brothers, your siblings, your cousins, your lover, chunk them deuces and don't care. But you have to stay disconnected. You have to draw them boundaries, because at the end of the day, you're a part of that person's journey as well. You're a part of that person learning their lesson as well. And that's just a part of the journey. Don't take things personal. Don't take their attacks personal. Just realize, okay, this is here to build my character. Because you can get funky with them and jump stupid with them, but what energy are you projecting out? You're not doing nothing but giving them the gratification of still being able to interfere with your life in some way, shape, or form. You're still giving them the opportunity. And guess what? When you're dealing with narcissistic people, no matter what type of energy you're giving them, if you're getting pissed off by what they're doing, if you're talking to other people about what they're doing, you're still giving their energy power in your life. Yeah, even when they're not there. The thing is, narcissism is a spiritual dis-ease. Narcissism is a spiritual disorder. So therefore, spirituality is energy. Spirituality is understanding the energy of spirit. So if you're still investing in putting energy out there regarding this person, this situation, these people, guess what? You're still fueling their motive. You're still fueling their ability to interfere with your life. So it's very, 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 very important that once you realize you should not be in these type of relationships, or whether it's a person with narcissistic traits, with narcissism, or narcissistic personality disorder. If you don't know what it is, look it up, do your research like I did. And eventually I will get into breaking down a different aspect of it through my experiences and how I've learned to cope and deal with them and overcome. However, be aware, be advised, and set boundaries. And honestly, you can't care about nobody's feelings, not even your own, at that point when it comes to wanting someone back. If you've disconnected from someone and you've let it go, no matter how you feel, stick to why you left. Understand and remember why you left. Don't let nobody come in, because over time, it's been times and years, and even it's about friends, you know, even girlfriends, boyfriends, and I mean like platonic friendships. When you disconnected from someone, you might see them later on, years later, in social media, and they may come back around and want to be cool with you, or want to just want to be a part of your social media, see what's going on with your life. If you choose to do that, that's okay. But no, still have your boundaries as to why you all left the friendship. Because guess what? If people don't recognize or realize what's within them, or what made them react to you or act towards you the way that they did, if they never ever address that, trust and believe they come with the same spirit when they come back. And myself being the type of person that I am, and just wanting to stay connected to Source and God, I truly evaluate myself on a daily, consistent basis. Every day at the end of the night, I always go over every conversation I've had with anyone, any actions that I've taken towards anyone, or any actions anyone has taken towards me. So therefore, when those things occur, I like to evaluate them and take them situations to God and be like, God, you know, did I act in my Christ consciousness? Did I act Christ-like? And that is very important to me, to be Christ-like, to stay in Christ consciousness, to stay in the covenant of God. So just be aware that it's very important you stick to that why you left. Because guess what? If your intuition told you to leave, and you leave successfully, and you don't disconnect properly, and then you end up back in that situation, you can, one, fall from grace. You can, two, and falling from grace is not the first, like, step that's going to happen. Falling from grace comes from when you don't listen and gotten back into a situation. But getting back into situations like that and with a narcissist, you are definitely getting back into situations like that. What can happen is, one, you will lose sight of everything you just built for yourself in between the first breakup and this reconnection. You will lose that strength, that aspect of that strength, and especially if these people have not changed and they've come back into your life and they came back to steal, kill, and destroy. They come back to steal everything you just built for yourself. They come back to destroy your spirit, destroy your character, make you feel horrible about leaving, about what they went through when you left. They're going to blame you for all of that, and they're going to project all of that energy onto you. And guess what that's going to do? That's going to kill your spirit. You're going to self-sabotage the life that you created and built for yourself. So it's very, 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 very important. Very important. It's literally a matter of life and death. You might not physically die, but let me tell you, when your spirit is dead, baby, it's very, very, very hard to resuscitate yourself back to life, especially if you're someone like myself who kind of tend to go through things by themselves and don't really tell people what you're going through. That's another downfall. When you get in relationships with narcissistic people, one of the first steps is isolation. They want to isolate you from everyone that you love so that they can have and gain control over what you love, and you only to love them. That's one thing that I couldn't stand being in a narcissistic relationship, was like, how dare you try to take me from the people who I know love me. However, when you're being manipulated and controlled and you feel like this person's supposed to be in your life, or you feel like this person's coming to your life for a reason, you allow yourself to go through things that you know that are not of you. Because these people begin to project their energy onto you, and they begin to project their desires and their pain and their hurts and all that stuff onto you. So just make sure that when you have decided to leave a relationship because you realize it's not healthy, this is a narcissistic, toxic relationship, make sure your ass stay gone. Okay? And make sure, no matter what's being projected at you, no matter what's thrown at you, that you stay strong. And you have to stand up for yourself, but you have to ignore it. Because remember, no matter what they do, they're looking for a reaction. And you have to respond, not react. And let me tell you, being someone with a past like mine, I've always taken the opportunity to respond. However, I was reactive at points and times, but over time I've learned that reacting only still gives them what they want. Reacting still gives them that energy. Let me tell you, people with narcissistic personality disorder, they love a good fight. They love for you to blast them out or say things, because guess what? That's what they're doing to you. That's what they're doing towards you. Because keep in mind, once you left them, they've already talked about you and slandered your name to everybody that they could. They've already made it look like that you are the liar, the cheater, the thief, all of that stuff. However, you know your heart. And no matter what nobody say about you, you just gotta let that shit go. People been talking about me my whole life, my whole entire life. So the calling that's on my life, it is what it is. I've already experienced the magnitude of slander being being married. So it's like, it is what it is. However, like, I know who I am. I know the things that other people say is not true. I done been lied on. I done been cheated on. I done been told that. Anyway, let me not even get into that. That's going to be for a whole nother video. But anyway, just to sum this all up, just make sure that once you've disconnected yourself from a relationship, you stay disconnected from that relationship. Because if you let someone back into your life that you should not be with, if you guys are not vibrating on the same frequency, they are coming in to steal, kill, and destroy. Even in the sense of them, oh, I'm no longer with somebody else, or I no longer have these ways, or I'm no longer having this behavior. However, you can do all of that, but did you heal? Have you healed from the bullshit that caused you to do these behaviors in the first place? Have you healed from your narcissism? And let me tell you, based on my healing journey, it's taken years. It is a ongoing process. So you can't nobody come to me like, oh, I'm changed. No, nigga, we ain't even been broken up enough for you to be changed. Okay, you ain't changed enough, because I know how long it's taken me to heal from my childhood, and I do the work. So therefore, you doing the work, it ain't no in a year, boop, peace out, keep yo over there. I don't even want it, I don't care. So anyway, that's all I got to say. But just make sure you're not back into those relationships, because they are coming to steal, kill, and destroy. That is what the enemy does. And I don't want you dead. I want you alive, living, and happy. So that's all I have for this video. Thank you for tuning in. And again, I am so grateful and thankful and honored for you to be taking part and engaging with me in these videos. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if this is beneficial for you or anyone you know, share this video. Like, you know, share your experiences, leave a comment. And it is what it is. But be blessed, y'all.